Hello Libra, this is your TarotScope love reading for April. My name is Teresa and my website is tarotbyt.com, and I'm happy to be here today and give you this reading for the month of April. And we are using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, which is one of my favorite decks, and the Celtic Cross for this month. So before I begin, I'm going to call in the good spirits and the good energies so that we have an accurate reading today. I'm going to shuffle. May only the highest forces be present at this reading to ensure that the truth be told for Libra for the month of April. What does Libra need to know for the month of April about their love life? What is coming up in April for Libra? What is coming up in April for Libra? What is coming up in April for Libra for the month of April in their love life? What does Libra need to know for April? This spread is known as the Celtic Cross spread. It's a basic tarot spread, but it's a good one. It's your old faithful tarot spread. Oh, interesting. Okay, Libra. So at present, you have some choices to make as well. But you have the Eight of Cups in the present. The Eight of Cups is someone who is walking away from either a relationship or a situation that they once felt they once loved. You might be walking away from someone that you once cared about, but either a love situation or a career situation, but something else is calling you. It's no longer fulfilling you, this relationship, and you feel that you want to have something that's more meaningful. You're searching for meaning, you're searching for love. And so it's kind of a sad time in a sense, because you're walking away from something that was once very good but is no longer doing it for you. And here's this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, he represents stability. He represents, he represents money. So you might be walking away from something, maybe your sense of security, something that once made you feel secure, but now something else is calling you. The King is very stable. He likes his creature comforts. He can be a little stubborn at times, but he's very reliable. The King the Pentacles represent Earth. So it could be an Earth sign. So I'm under either Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It also could be someone with that rising sign. It doesn't necessarily have to be, these court cards are very flexible. They don't have to be rigidly adhered to in terms of their element. This is the element of Earth, the Pentacle. So he's earthy. He may like to farm or plant things. He likes to be close to nature. He also likes money. He likes to have his creature comforts. He likes music. He likes security. He likes to know that whatever he does, it's going to last. So in the past. You have this Lovers in the past. You've recently made a choice. And this is a serious choice. When the Lovers come up, there are several cards that mean choice. But when the Lovers come up, it's usually a choice between two people. Or two paths. And here you have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So you're trying to choose between two people. It could be a love triangle. You might have been very attracted to this King of Pentacles. There's a strong physical attraction. You feel like this person is your soulmate. They know you. You may feel that way about this person too, but for some reason, and now the King of Cups, he's very sensitive. He's very sensitive. And sometimes he doesn't always show his feelings. You can't always read him because his feelings go very deep. And sometimes the pain of the world is so great that he wants to escape. And sometimes he can escape by using drugs or alcohol. So he can have some problems with drinking or addiction in some way. But basically he's a very kind and gentle man. Someone who's very calm. No matter what's going on in the world, he always has this calm demeanor. But don't let it fool you. He feels. He feels. His feelings run very deep. I feel like he's passing from your life, though. Maybe this is the person you're walking away from. And if kings don't always mean male figures, they could be females as well. So and the kings are usually, the cups are water signs. So even if it's a different sign, and the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're the most sensitive signs of the zodiac. They feel everything. They're very gentle, very sensitive. Sometimes they have a hard time with reality, so they escape in their own little world. Coming up here, but so you're going to be maybe moving away from this person, maybe moving toward this person. The Ace of Pentacles. Now there's a new beginning. The Ace is money and wealth. So if there's a project that you're wanting to start, you're going to be concerned with financial security. Maybe you're afraid of letting go of financial security. Maybe in walking away, you're worried that you're going to be losing money in some way. Because this is a concern. But you have the Ace of Pentacles, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. And the Nine of Cups. There's, the money will be there. Whatever your plans are, there is money to do that. You might be experimenting with learning something new. Here's the Page of Pentacles. The Page is the student card. So maybe you're thinking about going back to school. Or going into a new training program, or maybe taking some classes, or just exploring something that you were interested in but didn't have time to do, and now you have time and you want to learn. You're open to the new and to learning. The Four of Pentacles is the future. This is the near future. It's telling you not to try to hold on too tightly. This card has many meanings. On the one hand, it could be someone who's controlling, wants to hold on to what they have, they don't want to let go. Sometimes it means you want to control the outcome and you need to just go with the flow. In other cases, it means someone who's holding on to the money doesn't want to let go of that money. Is afraid to spend or afraid to let go of money. But you know how they say you have to spend money to make money. This is the card of the miser. And it's not always money. Sometimes it also means emotion and love. Don't hold on. Don't be afraid to give your love and to give. You have to give in order to receive. So don't be afraid of the giving. The Nine of Cups represents a wish fulfillment. So whatever you're walking away from and walking toward will be very successful, has the potential to bring in money and be successful and bring you a lot of joy. The Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is more material success than emotional success or spiritual success. It's tangible. It's like the things that money could buy. So even though it's in your negative sector, you're thinking, oh, I don't think I'll ever get what I want. I don't know. That's not true. Don't let your negative thinking stand in the way of your dreams. Think positive at all times. Don't worry attracts trouble to you. Now this is your environment. The moon here represents secrecy, things happening behind the scenes. The moon has a lot of different meanings. There could be deception in your environment. Maybe you don't know everything that's going on. Maybe someone's not letting you know what's going on with them. Maybe you're wondering, or they are wondering, are you deceiving me in some way? There's someone in your life who's questioning whether someone is deceiving them. There's information that's hidden, so it's hard to make a decision because there's just stuff that you don't know. The moon could also represent someone who is experiencing some kind of mental problem, maybe psychological. They're not seeing things clearly. They're their imagination's running away with them. They're either too hopeful or too negative. They're not just that you have to find the middle ground. It can also be someone who is feeling psychic, because the moon is about psychic ability. It actually relates to the card, the planet Neptune. And that's the planet of imagination, spirituality, but also delusion, because you're not sure what's real. So with the moon, you may want to check out what's going on in your environment and make sure you're seeing things clearly. Or it could also be the people in your environment maybe not sure, they're confused, they're not sure what you're up to. And they're wondering what you're up to. The Page of Pentacles, this is in your hope and wishes. You are feeling like, pages can represent children. And if they don't represent children, they can represent messages or just situations. And with the Page of Pentacles, it's a young energy. So I have the feeling that this relationship there's a youthful quality to it. Maybe it makes you feel young. It makes you feel like you want to explore and you want to learn. So you might be spending a lot of time exploring knowledge, new things together. The Queen of Swords is the outcome. This is the outcome card. The outcome is saying, there's a lot of pentacles in this reading. So whatever you're walking away from, it's tied up to material things. So your values are changing. Maybe you feel like you don't need these material things. Maybe you'd rather be happy than have money. The Queen is telling you, make sure whatever you do, that you look at the facts. And don't let your heart, make decisions based on the facts. Don't let your heart rule your head. The Queen can be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, these air signs, she's been through a lot. She's suffered a lot in her life, and it's made her kind of hard or unapproachable. So she's not one to throw herself away that easily. So she can really, if you get on her bad side, she can cut you down in a heartbeat. But on the other hand, she can see the truth. And she's a no-nonsense person. If it's not a female, it could also be a male who is a good communicator. The swords are about mind. They represent mental qualities. So this woman, she's got a good head on her shoulders. She can see through any BS story. So she can help you sort things out, maybe. Maybe it's an older person that you go to for advice. If it's you, if the Queen of Swords is you, let your guard down. It's okay to love. Don't be so rigid. Open up. And let this wish become fulfilled. You may feel that you're surrounded by crazy and you just want to get away from it. But she can be good for you. Even though she's a little bit harsh. She seems harsh, but it's only because of everything she's been through. She can help you with your choices. But whatever the case may be, you have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups. So you're moving away towards something that you really want. And it will be fine. You've got money coming in probably at the end of the year. The Ace of Pentacles represents the months of December, January, February. So there might be some money coming in, maybe some kind of legal situation. Don't be afraid to follow your dream. Life is only worth living when you are feeling fulfilled, when you're doing work that feeds your soul. So if you're not doing what's feeding your soul, you need to go toward that. Go towards whatever feeds your soul. Thank you, Libra. This is your reading for the month of April. I hope this resonates with you. I wish you nothing but the best. May all your dreams come true for the month of April. May everything work out for you. And I thank you. Thank you for watching my video. And see you next month.